Hi, this is Brian Bridges. The California Learning Resource Network is a state-funded technology service that reviews electronic learning resources for their alignment to the California Content Standards or the new Common Core State Standards. We review commercial electronic learning resources that are supplemental in the areas of software, internet, video and video streaming in 6 subject areas. Currently have about 2,600 posted reviews, and we review about 10,000 content standards each year. We also review free web information links. These are free and commercial-free resources, and we currently have about 4,400 reviews posted online. These are in primary, secondary, and reference materials, as well as free software and Web 2.0 tools. In addition, we review data assessment tools we call electronic learning assessment resources. Now, last fall, our State Board of Education adopted the Common Core State Standards in California, but they've also been adopted in 43 other states and the District of Columbia. So last fall, we entered those into our database, and we're now reviewing and publishing English language arts and mathematics resources aligned to the Common Core State Standards. But we also review digital textbooks and online courses, and we'll tell you more about that in a second. 2 years ago, the governor asked us to review digital textbooks for his initiative. Phases 1 and 2 focused on flat linear textbooks, mostly in the PDF format. All those reviews are posted online. And Phase 3, which we concluded last December, focused on online interactive resources. We reviewed resources in history, mathematics, and science, and found that 6 met all the content standards for their courses, and that 10 met 90% of the content standards. All the reviews and information about content standards alignment can be found on our front page. It's pretty easy to find supplementary electronic learning resources. From our main menu, you can perform a basic or advanced search. You can do a search by standard, and you can also browse through resources. And if you'd like, you can perform a quick search. Here's the search by standards. You begin by selecting a grade level, followed by a subject area. We'll choose science. And once you have that, in science you'll see the strands, and we'll choose 1. Now you have a list of all the content standards for that strand. You can select the specific standards that you would like the resource to contain, click Search, and then you get a list. This particular list has 24 resources that, if you'd like, you can select several and compare them to each other. So here are 3 particular resources that I'm comparing right now. If you'd like, you can receive automatic notification of our reviews through our RSS feeds found on our front page. So feel free to subscribe to our CLearn News or any of the subject area RSS feeds. Finding free web links is also pretty easy. We review those in all the regular subject areas. From our main page, you can either perform a quick search, or you can go into our menu and do a search or a browse. But here's the browse mode, which I prefer. You begin by selecting a subject area, and then here we have History, Social Science, and all 12 grades. You can select a specific grade, and here we see we have 1,229 History, Social Science web information links. You can actually scroll down and see all 1,000, or you can select a specific grade. So I'll select 8th grade, and here I have all the content standards for 8th grade history. I can select a specific standard. In this case, I'm selecting Students Analyze the Multiple Causes, Key Events, and Complex Consequences of the Civil War. And once I do that, I get 134 resources aligned to just that standard for 8th grade. This particular resource, all aboard the Underground Railroad, you can see the standards it's matched to, the type of media that's involved, and the fact that it's a secondary resource. I can click on the review and see more information about that. A basic search allows you to search by keyword, by the resource type, or grade level, or subject level, or if you'd like, you can also include in your search resources that have been evaluated by our users. So here's a particular resource that has user feedback. This is called Dropbox, a very popular Web 2.0 tool that allows you to sync information to the web and back to your other devices. Here's what a review looks like, but in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see that our user feedback is present. 43 people have reviewed DropCloud, and 100% of them have recommended this resource. It's a yes-no recommendation. And below, there is a 4-star rating out of 4 stars by these 43 people. You can read the complete reviews of all the users and see what they said about it. Or if you'd like, you can actually take the feedback survey yourself. Now, beginning next fall, we'll begin reviewing online courses for California. Last year we received permission, and we'll begin our first year by reviewing high school language arts and mathematics courses that are aligned to the Common Core or California's original content standards. We began our work last year by assembling both a California stakeholder group and then a national stakeholder group that helps us design a process and rewrite the national standards for quality online courses. All that work is done now, and we're currently programming all that information into our website and database. The 52 criteria revolve around content, instructional design, student assessment, technology, and course evaluation and support. Our website, which will go live in July, will have a new online course menu item, allowing you to search by subject area, grade level, the type of course, online or blended, and the course length, semester or year. In the browse mode, you'll see on the top all the subject areas for high school math. You could select a specific subject area like Algebra 1 and then see all the subjects down below, all the courses for Algebra 1. You can click right to the review. You can compare them, or you also see whether or not their year or semester length, see how many content standards it met out of how many online standards it met, and then click right to the review. English Language Arts has the same feature. Our review page for each resource will have a live link to the website on the top, in the middle a complete description of the resource, and along the right a link to our mapping of the content standards and the online standards, so you can see complete information about reviews, which standards were met, and which standards we've added comments to. On the lower left are 2 user feedback surveys that we've intertwined. There are both an educator survey and a student survey, and they share 3 questions in common. A yes-no on do you recommend this course, and then 4-point rubrics on to what degree did this meet your expectations, and to what degree did you find this resource engaging. We summarize that information right here. But if you'd like, you can also go see detailed information. Now here is an example of the educator survey you would take. We ask questions like, to what extent did the online course generally enable students to meet course objectives? To what extent does the online course need to be supplemented with face-to-face instruction and student support? And we certainly asked our users to list major strengths or specific improvements that are needed. All this is summarized on our website for you. The student survey includes a variety of yes-no questions, including, did you feel course procedures were clearly posted? Were instructions clear for all materials and course activities? And was instructor feedback timely and frequent? Was the course well organized? Did the course provide opportunities for you to learn from each other? And were discussion groups generally well organized? All that information is summarized for you, as well as all the survey information listed below, because we want you, our customers, to have a complete picture of that resource before you make a purchasing decision. This is a list of all the online standards that were reviewed, all 52. So we try to make it look a little bit like Consumer Reports. Here's a specific standard, and a full black dot means that that standard was fully met. Standards that are partially met have a half dot, and always will include reviewer comments. A variety of the criteria require that the publisher answer a question regarding that standard, and all that information is also posted for you. Thanks for listening. The California Learning Resource Network is California's only project that reviews supplemental electronic learning resources, digital textbooks, free web links, and now online courses for K-12 educators. Thank you.